So do you also use Cashfree to sell your products and services online? Then this video is definitely for you. So hello all, welcome back to Pabbly Connect, and in this video we are going to understand how to create Zendesk user on Cashfree payment. So over here I'm running a Edutech company and we sell our courses and ebooks online with the help of Cashfree. So now what I want is that as soon as someone purchases my course or my ebook with the help of Cashfree, automatically with the help of the same customer details, a new user should be created in my Zendesk account too. That too without any manual efforts. So to do this, we are simply going to create a connection between Cashfree payments and Zendesk. To create this connection without knowing any programming or coding language, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. It is an amazing automation software. So do you also want to create this automation for your business? Then for that you have to come with me towards my screen.
Welcome to my screen. So in this video, I'll show you how to automatically create a Zendesk user whenever a payment is received through Cashfree. This integration streamlines customer support by ensuring every new payer is instantly registered in Zendesk, enabling quick assistance and effective ticket management. So stay tuned as I guide you through the complete setup. So let's get started. So to do this, I've simply opened the landing page of Pabbly by searching pabbly.com/connect in my browser. It is very easy, and as soon as we are going to open the landing page of Pabbly, we are going to get two options. One is sign in and the other one is sign up for free. So if you are a new user, you can click on this sign up for free and you are going to get 100 of stars free every month to explore the application. But over here, I'm an existing user, so I'm just going to click on this sign in. And as soon as we're going to click on this sign in, it is opening all Pabbly apps. And over here, you can see all the tools and applications offered by Pabbly. But in today's video, we are going to use Pabbly Connect because we are connecting different applications. So I'm just going to click on this access now right over here to access my Pabbly Connect account. And now it is opening my dashboard. And to start with this automation, we simply have to click on this button which says create workflow. And now it is asking me for the workflow name and the folder I want to save the workflow in. So here I want to save the workflow in this folder which says automations, and I want to name my workflow as how to create Zendesk user on Cashfree payment, Cashfree to Zendesk, and then we just have to click on this create. And as soon as we are going to click on this create, it is opening the most important window of our automation, which is our workflow window. So over here, this is the most important window because we have trigger and action in this. Trigger and actions are the two main principles on which our workflow will run. Alright, trigger means when this happens and action means do this. So by this you can understand that the actions are response towards the commands given by a trigger, and that's the particular reason that we can have only a single trigger but multiple actions following the commands of our trigger in a particular workflow. So let's get started with our automation. For that we have to select our trigger application. So for my trigger application, I'm just going to select it as Cashfree. So I'm just going to search for Cashfree and then we just have to select it. And now for the trigger event, we just have to select it as payment via form. And now it is giving me a webhook URL. So we are going to use the same webhook URL in order to create a connection between our Cashfree account and our Pabbly Connect's workflow. So to do this, I'm just going to copy this webhook URL and then we have to follow this help text, and it is saying log into your Cashfree account, go to developers, payment gateway, and then webhooks, and then click on payment form. Alright, we're going to follow the same. I'm just going to open my Cashfree account, and now from here we have to go towards this developers section. Now from here we have to go towards this payment gateway and then webhooks. And after coming over here towards the webhook section, we have to go towards this payment form and click on this add webhook endpoint. Now we just have to paste the webhook URL which we copied from our workflow and click on this test and add. And once again we have to click on this add. And yes, you can see that we have successfully added our webhook URL. So with this we have successfully created a connection between our Cashfree account and our Pabbly Connect's workflow. You can see that we have captured a webhook response right over here, which is the proof of our successful connection. But you can see that this webhook response is not matching towards my business and services which I'm offering, and I want to create this automation automation particularly for that service or business only. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to click on this recapture webhook response, and then yes, so that I can capture the response which is related to my business. All right, so now what we have to do is I'm just going to open the payment form, and we're going to do the test submission so that we can capture the webhook response of this. So here I'm just going to enter all of my details. Let's say that for the mobile number I'm just going to keep it as this. As you can see, this as the email ID, and then the name as smart user. And now I'm just going to click on this pay securely 599 right over here, and now it is going to ask me to select the payment method. So I'm just going to select my payment method as UPI. I'm just going to enter the UPI ID and click on this proceed to pay, and now it is asking me to confirm the payment. All right, so I'm just going to confirm this payment right from here. And yes, over here you can see payment successful. So with this, we have successfully purchased this ebook as smart user. And over here you can see all the details. You can see the same name, the same email ID, and then the same phone number. So yes, with this, now what has happened is that Cashfree has sent the details of our test submission to our workflow. And yes, over here you can see that Pabbly has captured the response. You can see all the details. You can see the same customer name, you can see the same customer email, and also you can see the same customer phone number and the rest of the details captured. And yes, with this we have successfully completed our trigger step. And now what will happen is that as soon as a payment via form is made in my Cashfree account, automatically this workflow is going to get triggered, and Pabbly is going to capture the response for the same. Alright, so further what I want is I want to create a Zendesk user on Cashfree payment. So for my action application, I'm just going to select it as Zendesk. So I'm just going to search for Zendesk right over here, and as you can see the same, so I'm just going to select it. And now for the action event, I'm just going to select it as create user, and then we just have to click on this connect. And as soon as we're going to click on this connect, it is asking me to add a new connection or select an existing connection. So if you have already connected your Zendesk account with your Pabbly Connect's workflow, you can click on this select existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, you have to follow me, click on add a new connection, and now it is asking me for the Zendesk username, API token, and then the subdomain. And we're going to get all of these three one by one. So first we're going to get this Zendesk username. So as you can see that in the help text, it has mentioned that enter your email address as the username and add the suffix as /token. Example, this is your username, then you have to add this /token as the suffix. Alright, so how are we going to get this username? So for that, we simply have to open our Zendesk account, and now from here we have to go towards this profile picture and then towards this view profile. Alright, over here you can see that in the left side of the bar is my primary email. So as you can see that this is my username, so I'm just going to copy it right from here, and then we're going to paste it right over here in the Zendesk username. And now we have to enter the suffix too, which is /token. So I'm just going to copy this suffix and paste it right over here with my Zendesk username. And now it is asking me for the API token. And now to get this API token, once again, we are following the help text. It is saying to enable the API token, go to admin center, apps and integrations, APIs, and then Zendesk API. Alright, we're going to follow the same. I'm just going to open my Zendesk account once again, and now from the left side of the bar we have to go towards the settings first. Alright, and over here you can see a hyperlink of go to the admin center. So I'm just going to go towards the admin center right from here, and now from the left side of the bar we have to go towards this apps and integrations. We're going to scroll and look for APIs and then Zendesk API. And over here you are going to see that over here are all the API tokens that I've already created. But I'm just going to create a new. For that, I'm just going to click on this add API token, and now it is asking me for the token description. So let's see that I'm just going to give the description as Cashfree right over here. And now over here you can see that this is my API token. So I'm just going to copy this API token and click on this save. And yes, you can see that we have successfully added a new API token named Cashfree. And now I'm just going to paste the same API token right over here, which we copied from our Zendesk account. And now it is asking me for the subdomain. So it is saying enter the Zendesk subdomain here. Example, Pabbly help from your Zendesk URL. Alright, so I'm just going to open my Zendesk account once again, and we're going to go towards my URL. And as you can see that this is my URL and this is my subdomain, which is before.zendesk.com and after https//. So I'm just going to copy this domain right from here and paste it right over here. You can also get your subdomain from your URL of your Zendesk account. And after entering all of these three details, we simply have to click on this save. And as soon as we're going to click on this save, yes, you can see that we have successfully connected our Zendesk account with our Pabbly Connect's workflow. And now it is asking for the name, email, and the rest of the details. So yes, I'm just going to map these details one by one. So you must be wondering, what is mapping? So mapping is a method by Pabbly which means inserting the data from the previous step. And as you know, our previous step was the trigger step where we selected Cashfree as our trigger application. So we are just going to map the details from the response of our trigger application only, and as soon as we are going to map these details, automatically my details will turn dynamic and change with every new response received. Alright, so I'm just going to map this name. So I'm just going to look for name in the previous response and map it. Now this field has turned dynamic and our workflow is ready to run in real time because we mapped the details. Same, I'm just going to turn this email also as dynamic one. So I'm just going to map the email address too. We're going to move on forward. You can see that now it is asking for many other details. So both of these details are not the required. So I'm just going to leave it as blank and move on towards this phone number. We are going to enter the phone number right over here. For that, I'm just going to look for phone number and map it. And now once again, this tags is not the required field. I'm just going to leave it as blank. Now for the role, I'm just going to select it as end user. And for the organization, I'm just going to keep it as IT. You can see that now it is asking for the external ID. Once again, not a required field. It is saying verified. I'm just going to keep it as yes. So as you can see that I've filled in all the required field or the details which I wanted to fill in. If you wish, you can definitely fill out all of these details, and after doing so, you just have to click on this save and send test request. And as soon as we're going to click on this save and send test request, yes, you can see that we have received a positive response that we have successfully created a new user in our Zendesk account with these same details. So now I'm just going to open my Zendesk account and check for the new user created with these same details. So I'm just going to go towards my Zendesk account, and now from the left side of the bar we have to go towards this customers. And after coming over here towards the customers, I'm just going to refresh this customers page in order to check for the new customer or a new user created in my Zendesk account with the same details which we received from our Cashfree. And yes, you can see a new customer or a new user created. You can see the same name and the same email address. So yes, with this we have successfully completed our workflow, but I'll just test this workflow once, and this time I'm going to give you a real-time example. I'm just going to open my Cashfree account and we're going to do another test submission with the new details so that we can test our workflow in real time. Alright, so as you can see that I've entered all of my details, and now we're just going to move on forward and click on this pay securely 599. Select the payment method, enter the UPI ID and click on this proceed to pay. Once again, I'm just going to confirm this payment, and yes, you can see payment successful. So now we have successfully purchased this ebook as test user. And now what has happened is that Cashfree has sent the details of a test submission to our workflow. Pabbly captured the response, triggered the workflow, and further created a new user in our Zendesk account. So I'm just going to open my Zendesk account and we're going to refresh this customers or users page in order to check for the new customer or a user created in real time. And yes, over here you can see that within seconds in real time, a new user or a customer has been created right over here in my Zendesk account with these same details, same name and the same email address. So yes, with this we have successfully completed our workflow and it is running perfectly fine in real time too. And now what will happen that as soon as a new payment via form is received in my Cashfree account, automatically this workflow is going to get triggered and a new user would be created in my Zendesk account with these same details. We don't have to come back and again to our workflow to click on save and send test request. This workflow is going to run in backend and we can just sit back and relax. So yes, this was it for the video, and if you have any questions related to the video or the workflow, you can directly comment on this video. And for your reference, preference, I'll just clone this workflow and share the workflow link in the description box so that you can access my workflow. I hope this video was helpful for you. Thank you for watching.
So not only these applications, but with the help of Pabbly Connect, you can integrate many more applications. So if you have any doubts, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can follow this website. And if you find our videos helpful, do like and subscribe our channel. Thank you for watching.